All right. So we're back. Let's try and stream this. This is the second anniversary for Age of Wonders 4. It's a good opportunity to come back. Let's try to create a faction here. Want to test
Your
some stuff
journey
here.
starts here.
So I have a free day, and I kind of want to spend it with the kids and playing some games. So yeah. Okay, let's create a faction. I haven't
What is
really
your
tested
people's
yet.
form?
There's several things I haven't tested here, like these sectoids or ogres or of the knights I had already tested. This few lying. Redkin, I love Redkin. Toadkin, Molkin. Molkin, I don't remember having played Molkins. My god, look at this face. It's so cool. Okay. I am of a mind of playing, to see. Let's go for Goatkin. Never really played Goatkin. Let's go a little
What is
like,
their origin culture?
at the, what do you call them? Beastmen from Warhammer. Alright, that would make them barbarians or Savage Strike, dealing extra damage. They deliver blind damage as well. That's interesting. We have in Primal, we also have one of the options that adds. It's more. Primal seems to be more like traversing advantages, and you add some blight or some lightning damage or stuff like that when you get the fury of the respective totem that you worship or something like that. Blight damage, inflicts blight damage, inflicts blight. Okay, Savage Strike and Ritual of Alacrity. Outpost of City, 50% hit points. We just.
What is your people's form?
Quick here. Go back, go back. I like the music, but I need it to be a little. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a little more. Right, again.
Your journey starts here.
So yeah, let's go Goatkin. But I think I'm not
What
gonna
is
go
their origin
barbarian.
culture?
I'm actually thinking about. Oh, I love this fact. This little piece of. Now I can put aristocracy or monarchy, and you actually change a unit here. That's really cool. Still, the old sword would be interesting as well. I love what they're doing here. They actually announced, by the way, that they are gonna have. They were asked on stream, on the anniversary stream, to have a third season. I think they will have a third season. They actually mentioned that they will have a third season, in a sense. They hint. And there'll be vampires in there. That would be cool. So I'm thinking about going Glacial Mammoth, you know, since the affinity is dark. And they actually mess around with ice. I wanna kind of go for it.
What defines their society?
Yeah. That's an interesting one. I think I'm gonna put powerful invokers. I don't know if that's such a good advantage. We don't really have that many spellcasters. Damage spells plus 10, Science of Evil. Plus draft, plus 10 alignment. 20% less gold. Yeah, this should be interesting for building an Umbral Disciples. Cities may build an altar for March. This is for. I love crafting things. Right? Units in your empire get an Umbral Malady immunity. What's Umbral Malady? Cannot regenerate hit points in the world map, loses 6 hit points at the end of each turn in the world map. Okay. One splitterling. Yeah, it's sweet, but doesn't work in modern combat. Uh, is that what I want to go for? Hmm. Reclaimers, runesmiths. Runesmiths is cool. They are legendary smiths weaving magic into their finely crafted creations through enchantments. I remember that I remember creating a dwarven enchanter that was really cool. Actually, got to play with it quite a lot. Yeah, this is to make your species like go crazy. That would be cool. I think runesmiths is something that I kind of want to. Equipment hoarders. Yeah, I could make them kind of like item bound. Fabled hunter. With fabled hunters. I like fabled hunters for them. Experienced seafarers, adept settlers. They're kind of messing around with their affinities here. Ruthless raiders. Ruthless raiders is cool as well. Yeah, this should make them look a little more like the Beastmen from Warhammer. I'm actually trying. It's just that the Beastmen, they have this link, this innate link with chaos. It's not what I'm going for in here, but I kind of want to translate that savage thing, you know, that inhuman savage thing that they have going on, kind of mixing up like Narnians and this thing here, or whatever. And Heroes 5, yeah, there was this. I think there was this entire faction, Tribes of the East. There was basically orcs and centaurs and things like that. Alright.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Alright, Tome of the Horde. Fury of the Horde. Yeah, I think it would go Tome of the Horde, really. Blaze of the Horde. Yeah, would mix fire nice, in a sense. Rounds. Yeah, okay, it's gonna have a mishmash.
What is your ruler's origin?
It's not the most efficient, but yeah, it is kind of roleplay a little bit. Storm Giant King. Capacity Wizard Tower Item Forge. Capital City starts. Sorry. MTX terraform surrounding provinces. What the crap is this? Gains a river. Interesting thing. Giant King Governors. Oh, I see. So basically you get one of these stealths or room stealths and it transforms the land around. So it's basically automatic terraforming. Interesting. For the element that you align with. Now I'm gonna go for Frost Giant King. Just a second. Let me just go back.
Choose your first tome of
align
magic.
this a little bit better. Let's make it more thematic. Because I'm not Film of Warning. Cryomancy, yes. I never played Cryomancers. It should be interesting as well as a test. White Witch. Alright, let's go with Cryo.
What is your
And a
ruler's
Frost
origin?
Giant. Okay, so we get the Item Forge, yeah. So it kind of merges well, you know. Having rune advantages and yeah, giant leaders, farms-based province improvement, giant king governors. If it's each quarries, okay, renown. Right, yeah, that's it. We're gonna go for Frost Giant King.
Reveal yourself.
Alright. Alright, let's see. Can play Defender, Mage, Ritualist, Warrior, Death Knight, or Spellblade. Then we can mess around with them. We'll get there. Warhammer is cool. Bone Warhammer. What does it do? What's the difference between a wise bowler? 6 packs of distance, deal damage target units. Slowed for 2 turns. And how about it's the same. 12 points of physical damage strike. Okay. What about this? 6 plus 6. So I can actually deliver cold damage as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Warhammer. Let me just see how the Bone Warhammer looks. And Warhammer looks cooler. Fine. Let's put it on a Warrior. Yeah, Warrior is cool. Fine. So I can make a guy or a girl. Can puff upward. Let me just arm length. Alright. The hand size, the leg length. Okay, let's make him real giant. Skin color. Nah. Yeah, I think this blue kind of looks like a giant Smurf, but fine. Let's put some skin decorations on them. And this one looks cool. Yeah, this looks like a pose you would. No way. Let me just let's decrease the leg length and hand size, the arm length a little bit. Yeah, let's make him a little more physique. Let's decrease the physique element. Yeah. I can make the Cyclops. That's cool. You can also make this whatever it is. Kind of like an elemental as well. You can hide the face. Kind of like the giants from Dark Souls. Interesting. Also put this in his hand. Wow, that's basically the skull of a dead dragon. Alright, I like that. Now let's go a little more stoic with this. Okay. Eye color. Yeah. That looks like the face of an ice giant now. Okay. Yeah, this looks cool. Let's change the outfit. No, there's actually a hole in the middle of him. Look at that. It's just for this outfit, which is interesting. Looks like a war scar or something. This, yeah, Sun Guy, bro. Okay. Yeah, you can actually make him get a little. I can actually change his physique with this. That's interesting. This. Yeah, this looks like Tools of a Forger. I like it. Let's change the color for the armor. No. Nah. Let me go back a little. Yeah, it's fine. Let me just see if I can. Can I change? I can't really change the color of the skin decoration, can I? Just the skin decoration. I really can't. Maybe if I change the color of the skin. No, it doesn't. It doesn't really change. But this looks cooler. I think it looks a little less obvious. Alright, let's change the race now. Let's see. No. Let's put a rune, which would look cool. A little darker, Yeah, this looks cool. Okay, let's see. Let's say that it got invigorated somehow and became a little larger. For what they were. Skin color for the army could go dark, could go gray, could go red. Looks horrible. Yeah, this looks cool. Fizzy. I can buff them up. Yeah, they are kind of warriors, so should buff them up a little bit at least. Army armor color could make them dark. I think this color looks cool. Okay. Skin decoration. This looks heavy. Well, the armor has a lot more skin decorations available. This one looks cool. The mounts. Do we have? Yeah, I think this is good. It's fine. Good. So we have our race, we have our leader. No.
Your journey begins.
No. That's not gonna be your name. Your name's gonna be Lo-Fi. Secret Bearer. That's gonna be our name. Ruthless Goatman. No. That's also not. Sense. Sons of the Wastes. Throne seat in Mother Hearst. No. It's gonna be called The Wall. So Shiver before Giant King Lo-Fi, Secret Bearer, Frost Giant. He blanked realms with snow where his sons of the wastes of the no, his sons of the wastes of the wall. No. We need a new name here. We really need a new name. Let's think about it for a second. Yeah, that's what I think it's only fitting. I don't really know if Lo-Fi is a guy or a girl. That's the point. I'm not gonna put Lo-Fi. I actually wanted to evoke the idea that Lo-Fi was kind of like, you know. But I don't because I think that in the original mythology, Lo-Fi is a giantess, not a giant. You know? So I don't know, I think it would be fit more the role of the thing here if we actually He actually changed the name too. Alright, so we need a faction biography. I'm not gonna take too long on this one. Adopted by Ymir, giant of dark tides and cold winds, sons of the wastes. Wandered through many planes without even taking notice. Touched by touched by elder magics and ancient secrets. It is in their nature to live as nomads amidst realities. I'm gonna add something here for other factions that I'm creating. Okay, this is just because
Your journey starts here.
it's just like it's another custom faction they created. Where is it? It's here, the Star Guardians. I'm currently playing with them, actually. Now
Choose your destination.
let's do something different. Let's go custom. All right. Scar Divide. Sounds like fun. Desert Realm. No, let's just change some of this stuff here. Customize. Oh, endless fields, foreign frozen helm, islands. Let's go for frozen realm. Scar Divide is fun. Wildlands. Let's put Astral Invaders. Let's put an unknown trait here. This realm is mad influence into the minds. That looks cool. I don't remember what are the traits really might makes right. Houses of this realm respect strength above all. Curse of Undeath. First relentless death. Hostile houses. World Seal, those World Seals. Catching them will lead Seal's victory. Let's put World Seal. It looks interesting. Let's make kind of like an Eldritch invaded realm, the Ashen War. This realm is sending into brutal conflict. Start an alliance war with each other, reshapers. This looks interesting. I gotta see this. Alright, this is a little too much already, I think. But let's try it. Let's do it. Alright. Players 5. Let's put introduce the 3 players, I think. Yeah, medium. Yeah, I wouldn't go small, but let's put medium because it looks like we crammed a lot of things in here. Classic turns, name. Let's put so the story behind this realm would be that Ymir is actually looking for ancient secrets in eldritch ruins And he's not the only one. That's why we have an astral invasion. At the very least, I think it might. But the powers that be are still active in a sense. Raising the dead, creating chaos. And so the dragons and the astral invaders represent the competition in there. I don't know who else is gonna put, the game's gonna put, but fine. Let's change the portal visuals as well. Oh, there's some cool stuff in here, yeah? Look at this. Okay, this looks badass. Next. How would you like to save this custom realm? Save it here.
Your journey starts here.
Okay, I don't need to create a faction, I already have mine. I have tons of factions, by the way. Okay, let's do it. Let's see how do you fare against these guys. In Imaging Dragons. Okay.
It reminds me of the name of that Imagine Dragons, which I actually like.
Alright. Let us see what the game gives us. Sound design for this game is amazing. I mean, it's really hard for me to find any fault in the design choices that they have here. You know, it's one of those games that it's kind of my go-to game when I want to play some fantasy. It's this, and I actually got my hands throughout the years because of the price. So in Warhammer, sat down to play it. Warhammer has a very, very interesting conception, you know. I was actually reading that Warhammer RPG, the Die 20 system, it's really different the way it's conceived, you know. It's dark, but in a very different way. It's not like Dragon Age, or you know, you don't really have that horror aspect or monsters, or it's just like it just shows how rotten humankind can be, you know. That's the interesting part of it. Explore your surroundings, expand your domain, prepare to face your rivals, and become master of this realm. Alright, so we got Triomancy. I'm actually gonna have to look, since I never played with this, I'm actually gonna have to look around for a little more understanding on the choices that I've made. Lost damage. Unsuccessful inflicts load. Both of them are interesting. I'm gonna get Ice Coffin first. Oh, no, this I already have them. It's not research. I need to get reacquainted with this game. The model looks awesome. And we already have something around here. What do we have? It's a monk. Demon monk. It looks badass. Siren diplomats. Who are they? Arcane focus, adaptable, empowered by magic. Okay, Wonder Architects, Gifted Casters. Yeah, basically, yeah, they're sirens, so they're sirens that demonize themselves through magic or fight. Curse of Undeath. Okay. Well, at the very least they take damage from frost, because in this world the demonic aspect is actually linked to fire. It's almost kind of like an elemental thing, you know. A brutal elemental thing, you know. Okay, it doesn't blow up, flying movement. And he also has lesser magma spirits. Okay. Just remember what they do. Fire, wake. They are undead as well. Status affecting unit vengeful flames. Okay. What do we have at the sculpture made from exotic materials, rich with adorned rules, residents, inspire legends, moving armies, grant some Imperium. Do I need Imperium right now? What do we have here? Floral Stinger and Entwined Thralls with a banner. Okay, so we basically have items around. Everything's frozen around me except for these woods, maybe. What did you give me as far as an army goes? So I have animists, spiritual healing, some primal melee. Okay. Protector, melee strike, consume flora, primal. Okay. Alright. Let's get this started. Let's build a storehouse because we want to grow this place. We could use Darker Tracker. Alright. We have... Let me get the tracker here. Let's check their stats. Models look awesome. Look at this. Would consume flora defense while far sight. Alright. Let's unite everyone and let's face these bastards here. So what do we want actually? Do we want a banner? Standing on Shabbat moving. So you can get experience there. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go first for... Let me check the size of the map. Alright. What do we have here? Starts North Glacier Mammoth then. Alright, so I should get this for the Glacial Mammoth Temple. Province's wings, no and nice. Good. Hut can be built. Arctic adapted factions. Farm. Okay. Yeah, I should have put Arctic adapted to my people. I didn't. Sprawl of icy flats. Fine. We have to work huts. It's fine. We adapt. Maybe we change this thing. This species later on another game. I can reach one. I can't reach the other. I guess. Can I? No, I can reach both. But I'm gonna go for these others. I want to see the giant on battle as well. So let's go manual combat. Oh yeah, I'm kind of no longer used to play this game, so this is gonna be probably some sort of a... This is gonna be comedic, I think. Alright. Well, at very least I have ice damage on my side. Yeah. Can I shoot anything with them? Can I? Yeah, always hits. Slowed for 2 turns. Yeah, so I could just... how far can I go with this? 6. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. So I couldn't hear 5. I could move him here. Yeah, and slow him down. Yeah, that's the one that is out of range. Fantastic. Yeah, that reminds me of D&D days. Giants just tossing stuff on enemies. Alright, you move here. You two move here. Move by my side. Here. Here, let's prepare the center here. me think now. What can you do now? Consume flora. Healing frost blast. No, you can't do. So just put down the defense for you guys. Let's wait. If you don't move, oh, erased. Yeah, taking their giant, excellent. Aha! You actually left, huh? Fascinating. Good. So now it's my turn. My time to be cruel. Sorry. All right. Now let's put Ymir to lead the attack. Oh my god, I love this. It's kind of like it's just as cool as having a dragon in the field, man. Smash. Oh, come on. Have gone from upside, from the up, from up. It should have been up down. Not like that, man. You know, crush them. Okay. 50, 90. Let me see, I can still move you as well, right? So I should probably... I can't move you, I can't move you, but I can move you. I should move you here, so I can have the 90. I'm gonna shoot this guy here. Perfect. And then I move you... I could have moved you... Fine, it's alright. Let's see, Ancestral Harmony and Ice Coffin. Yeah, they returned. Forgot that it would return. Fine. I still have a bunch of soldiers there. What is that? What does this lap? Okay. Fine. Alright. Oh yeah, baby. Down here. So far, very interesting to play with the giant. Okay, I still have to learn a lot about this because I actually didn't realize that you would arch the attack like that. Didn't read that. I gotta sit down and read the descriptions one by one. Some stuff here I kind of understand what it does. Some others, not quite. Okay, let's heal here. Set Arcane Frost Blaze. Enchanted units. Frost damage, physical damage, 20% damage against frozen or slowed units. That's good. Increased for single shot attacks. Because I can slow with many spells here, like the Ice Coffin. Oh yeah, the combo would be interesting. White Witch. Should I research the White Witch battle maze sense of the ways? Let me see if I recruit this Town Hall 2. Yeah, I still have a ways to go to get this. And summon There's No Spirit. Because can I summon this? I don't think so. I actually need to We still want the unit though. Hmm. Now let's get what will give us an immediate advantage. Alright. Opponents are moving. Yeah, this is promising. This is promising. What do we have there now? Okay, let's just trample these guys if we can reach them. What do we have here? Gold vein. Okay. I kind of want this first. Kind of want to see what the temple does. And plus 15 4 turns. Okay. Might as well track the box. Let's see what's happening. Spirits of the Snowy Fields Encounter Quest. Investigate the apparition. You've led your Sons of the Wastes, ardent followers of the glacial mammoth, to a new realm when something catches your eye. Not far from Jotunheim, a wondrous tree pulsates with invigorating energy. Its strangely familiar energy inspires you even from afar. A faint blare of the wind calls you to it. Your eyes fixed on the tree, you discern a faint apparition of immense power. Could it be? Is that the ancestral spirit of your Sons of the Wastes? The glacial mammoth herself? Does the glacial mammoth, whom your people intimately call Moonfrost, truly grace this realm? You should visit the glacial mammoth den presently. Here, meet her rightly. Okay. Benefits to agriculture. Start in the Arctic. Able to build farms. Oh, okay. They are already able to build farms on snow terrain. Good. Because I thought I actually had to put this advantage in. It's fine. Great. That's even better. You see what I mean? When I get a new faction, since I actually haven't read all the cards, all the pop-ups, I kind of don't really know what they can do exactly, and that it comes to the detriment of any strategy, so I'm gonna have to read a lot. Snow provinces are favored terrain. Okay, and gain +3 production, access to the primal mammoth summon. Units have Arctic walk, glacial mammoths boom. Alright, this reminds me a lot of Dominions. I actually love to play the giants, the undead frozen giants in Dominions, you know, in early age Dominions. And if you actually put a lot of Dominion and a lot of candles and a lot of and you put Arctic environment, as the Dominion spreads around, you actually freeze the land you move through. It's so freaking cool. And you actually fight in the snow as well. So basically it's like that, you know, you have that army of blessed units that are basically undead giants. They can't be hurt by lances, by arrows, they can barely be touched. And they march like they lurch around. Of course, if you are actually playing multiplayer, I never played multiplayer, I haven't yet. I actually want to, but I have to train a little bit more to do so. But if you play multiplayer, there are counters for these things, you know, because they are undead, they are vulnerable to tons of things. But it's so freaking cool to just play with these units, you know, and have them lumbering. I can imagine that, just a bunch of giants, like sunken, like those ancestor undead from Skyrim, you know, but just like a like 12 feet tall. I don't know how tall they are in Dominions, but really big, you know. And then coming with the winter, you know, with that the frozen winds, kind of like the Game of Thrones, and that only cool. Because honestly, I don't find those villains really cool. The city prediction queue. Okay. Let's see, some ways mad, okay, Jotunheim, okay, some glacial mammoth. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Let's fight. Let's face Moonfrost Dragon. The Ashen War. Unique Pantheon quest. 4 skulls. Defeat or form an alliance with Sonsvar the Radiant and Sumuskira the Grove Tender. After establishing yourself on the realm torn by war, a distant roar calls for your attention. Giant King, you tread upon the cosmic battlefields of the Ashen War. Yeah, we hate dragons, so the voice turns mournful. 6 elder dragons, brothers and sisters in creation, torn asunder by strife. On one side, Reshapers, Voxibas, Adipavar, and Kralikavir, guarding cosmic balance of creation and destruction. On the other, the Dawn Wardens, Muskira, Sonsvar, and Bozorkan, fighting to maintain the precious beauty of life and spirit. 6 mighty forces of creation wage war to uphold their laws. And you, O Giant King, how will you end this endless war of balance and hope? So, wow, that's an interesting... So basically, I'm gonna have the description for the rulers. Well, we are, according to the lore of the game, we are enemies, you know? Well, yes, in all of this, you would be forced to work alongside the giants. Okay. Life is sacred and must be protected. I agree with the Dawn Wardens. You actually could give me a little further reading on each of the factions. There needs to be balance between creation and destruction. Reshapers need to understand that. Ocean world, and by my hand and mine. That's something that I would answer, you know, that Ymir, in the way I imagine him, would answer. I'm gonna end this. No alliances. I'm gonna crush you all. I'm bound to get screwed, am I not? Oh yeah, let's visit the tree. Spirits of the Snowy Fields Aftermath. When you arrive at the Glacial Mammoth Den, the visage of the Glacial Mammoth that lured you there has disappeared, yet you suddenly feel cold while a massive shadow blankets the lands. You examine the enthralling tree and notice that the tree draws in all heat from the air. Loomfrost's influence is palpable here. You recall ancient legends that promise formidable boons to the most ardent torchbearers of Loomfrost. Claim this territory so you may build the Glacial Mammoth Temple, which invokes the power of the Glacial Mammoth to slowly turn your domain into snowy fields, where your sons of the wastes thrive. Win Loomfrost's favor by securing at least 2 Glacial Mammoth dens, and build the Glacial Mammoth Temple. The Glacial Mammoth is guaranteed to notice your devotion. For Loomfrost's glory, I will secure her dens and build her temple. Okay, so if I ever actually wanted to play one of those scarring giants with mammoths and stuff like that, I actually got to do it. I actually could have put like a barbarian human tribe here and would match me further. But I don't know, I just like the way it is. I don't know, this game actually takes so much inspiration from other interesting medieval fantasy games. And it mashes together, but it still maintains that allure of the original. With me. So that does, I think I have twice. I can grow my turf twice now, right? So yeah, here. Oh, this is for production. Certainly. Here we go. So I have claimed the thing now. Let me check storehouse. I can hurry the production here. Fender. Glacial Mammoth Temple. Here it is. Annex provinces with a Glacial Mammoth Den and provinces within a radius equal to the city tier. Grant +5 mana. Third turn, one of the provinces gains Node and Ice. Per turn, one of the provinces loses chasm, grassland, swamp, river, ashland, sand, cavern floor, fungus field, and gloom. Yeah, if you actually get to see this, apparently, if I go here, for example, for production bonuses, they actually give me some sort of a standard. But I can put farms in here that are gonna give me all that I need from these kinds of territories here, and they still give me mana, so it's to my advantage to just freeze the crap out of everything. So, I think I'm gonna hurry this. Next turn I'm gonna go for the temple. I'm gonna have the money. Yeah, the giants walk the earth again. Let's go. Now I go north. Let's go crush that little pebble. My God, what's that? Are you that out of shape, man? You're moaning to walk. Okay, produce a storehouse. I can already. I can't. Okay, so let's produce merchandise because I don't have the gold. So next turn, okay. Still got 6 turns on it. All right. Let's see what I can cast as a spell. Nothing really. Apparently, summon ice runestone, which will appear on empty hacks and terraform surrounding. Oh, can do this. Already. Casting cost 80. Okay, next turn I will be able to do this. And I'm gonna. To the city. Let's hit the temple. Let's work on our economy first, right? Alright. Yeah. Time to do this. Of course, manual combat. That's the spirit of this game. It's kind of like playing Warhammer or Total War, any Total War, and not going hand-to-hand combat. Alright. We're gonna start this battle soon. Just a second, guys. Yeah, move on.